In this video, I'm going to show you a little trick about how to standardize your publishing options for all of your viewlets. Let's say you're doing a collection of viewlets and you go into your project properties to set the publishing options here. So let's go project properties. This will open up the project properties dialog. Now all of the settings in here are what will determine what will be used when your viewlet is published out. However, let's say you don't want to go in here each time for every single project when you're going to use the same settings over and over and over again. Here's a quick tip. Go through all of these options that you want to use just for the standard default for all of your projects. For example, I'm not going to have the same title for all my projects, so I'm just going to leave that blank, but I may have some authoring information, company information. Let's add something here. We'll call this one viewlet creation, and then the website's going to be the same for all the viewlets. And then I'm going to use the same image quality, so I'll keep that set. Sound quality, I'm going to keep the same. Viewlet sounds pretty much. The timing, I'll keep all the same. Of course, your options that you set are up to you. Now for my viewlet options, maybe I want some of my viewlets or all of my viewlets in this particular set that I'm going to be creating, all to have the scale to fit web page setting, as well as additional options. They're all going to have a start button, but I want the size of it to be 25% of the slide size. And then for extras, maybe I want to display waiting animation for total number of maybe 10% of all the slides. Again, keep in mind these options I'm setting, I'm going to have as default options for all of my projects. And then advanced, I can go ahead and set options here and so on. And then maybe I'll skip ahead here and just have some options where I'm going to go ahead and use a particular skin. I'll keep the complex skin here just to show you what's going on here with all of the options set here too. Now I've gone ahead and I've set all the options that I want to use as baseline for all of my projects for publishing options. The next step I need to do is click the button that says Save as Default Properties. By doing that, this project and any new project I create will use all of the settings I have currently configured here for the projects, and then I do have to click OK and go ahead to close the dialog and save my project finally. So that's a quick way to set up all the publishing options that you want to use as default properties for all of your viewlet projects going forward. And then what you do is when you create your project and you want to go ahead and modify it, simply go back into project properties and then set what you're going to for that particular project. It won't be the default for all of them, but for this one I do want to have a title. So for example, I'm going to go ahead and call this one Search for Qarbon, but if you remember, I've already set default options here for company and so on. And I don't want to go ahead at this point and say Save as Default Properties because I'm not going to have, for example, the title be the same for all of them, just what I had previously set. So this time I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. Save my file, and then I can go ahead and launch it in the browser, and it will use all of the not only the default properties for this project and any new ones I create, but any modifications I might have made, such as adding a title and so on for that specific project. So that's a quick tip for you. If you have any questions on this topic or any others while working with Qarbon's products and services, please visit us online at www.qarbon.com. Happy viewletting!